Alright, hello everyone, and today is going to be kind of figure out as I go along session. I'm going to be pretty busy, so it might run a little short, but other than that, we got Wappa. Uh, let's... Hmm... We'll go ahead and see what the townspeople might need. Uh, wait, tank status? Alright, upgrading. So, dock seems to be where things always happen, which makes sense. Mod's still pretty clouded. Ah, you again. You look even more solemn than the last time. May not be in the mood at present, but how about taking this copy of latest comic pages? Thank you. Thanks, I'll give it to a friend. Fine choice, lad. Love to hear your thoughts once you get around to reading it yourself. Sure thing. Hope you enjoy seeing for yourself how the story unfolds. Okay. You told me you young ones saved us all back during the war. Let me thank you, sweethearts, for letting me see my children and children once again. Hope you don't mind. I'd like to give you this. Oh. Go and get yourself something nice to eat. Oh, she's a very nice person. Alright, so let's chat what I have to say. Here, making way for Bassett. Careful out there. Seems there were some airship crashes that way. Not a place that sees much traffic though, so words there's still lots still there for the taking. Might be worth checking out if that's the sort of thing you're interested in. Careful, I might find munitions here. Nothing faulty or defective here. Oh, that's kind of rude. Can't know for sure until we try them. Oh, let's be sparse. Pleasure doing business. Hope this piece here serves you some good. Hey there, looking to buy in bulk? Never hurts, right? Let's see what the great pack gives. Glad to be of help. Hope that covers things for you. Some materials. That'll do. We do definitely need to get our resources stocked here again. Fortunately, we can't do much about energy cells. I don't really feel like I want to sell anything. So, I did promise going over the comics pages and the files. So, let's take a look at that before we continue. Gasco is not the name of a nation, but a collective of autonomous regions on the continents that have elected to unite under a single system. Decades before the fragmentation of a continent, these regions often clashed and fought amongst themselves. Tired of such friction, the leaders came together to establish new laws which forbade use of force and outlawed the possession of weapons of war. That didn't work out well. No strict penalties were placed on economic or cultural activities. This new ruling was hailed as the Declaration of Freedom throughout all of Gasco. One exception was made for an army of Perugia, which wanted to act as a police force for Gasco as a whole. Perugia was the most prosperous city at the time of the Declaration of Freedom. It was enclosed within a circular wall to defend itself from outside threats in times when such conflicts were common throughout Gasco. It grew into a major economic hub and acted as a de facto capital, regularly hosting meetings of regional representatives. And among these representatives, the head of Parasia, I think it's Parasia, held significant influence, and their seat went to be one of the most important in Gasco politics. Before long, the title of president was bestowed upon this position, which was determined by elections among the populace of the city. After the fall of Parasia, the representatives of Gasco debated who should next take lead. It was not long before Pharaoh, the second largest city after it, and one spared much of a destruction faced in other regions, was nominated. The presidency was left in the hands of Parisian President Muscat to stave off any political unrest which might brew during a power vacuum, or to bring a swift end to the turmoil of fragmentation. President Muscat worked to promptly negotiate a ceasefire with the Bourbon Empire and focus all efforts on Gasco's restoration. So technically the war hasn't ended. If I remember right, a ceasefire isn't actually a proper end of a war. Isn't that only hey, give us a chance to rebuild? Which, when you're trying to defeat an enemy, kind of seems a weird policy. Ceasefire, establish a war in which each side agrees with offer the other to suspend grave actions, ceasefires. Formal treaty, part of a formal treaty. Formal also as a part of an informal understanding between opposing forces. They may occur for mediation, otherwise as part of peace process. Okay, they seem to stop the fighting, but they don't necessarily. But they typically sort of segue into more sustainable peace. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Shane's journal. During my studies of political sciences at the university, I made acquaintance with the most jovial of older students. This man, Merlot, has sought to attend the Officers' Academy upon graduation, but found such a path closed to him when forced to repeat a year of school. Tremendously good-humored, he did not let such weigh down upon him whatsoever, and instead greatly aided younger students like myself. When rumors of a brilliant new transfer student reached our ears, Merlot and myself raced to introduce ourselves. This young man, Can? I think it's supposed to be pronounced like Kane. Can was his name, kept to himself in most books, a matter which precluded most social interaction, but Merlot was never one inhibited by such. It called upon him just the same. Thus began our true friendship. Okay. So we're going to see Merlot, Shane, and Kane in these events. Alright, time for comics. Oh, is this... Oh, they do color now. They have color. The advancement of printing technologies never cease to amaze. The adventures of... This is going to never get pronounced. Sakir? I'll try to remember Sakir. The Adventures of Sakir, Flight to the Moon arc. Sakir, oh god, this is going to go terribly. Sakir, courageous 15-year-old boy with a sense of justice. When push comes to shove, his wit is his weapon. Grandma, Sakir's buddy and female pet owl that understands spoken language. Mela, Sakir's lively childhood friend. She tends to be a little too helpful. The Doctor, a time traveler, an oddball inventor. He creates some amazing inventions, even though they usually break right away. Professor Burry. Previously an archaeology professor, he was banished from the academic society after his fraud was discovered. A money grubber. Count Nobiline. Oh wow, just like the guy. A mysterious man in a mask. He persuades Professor Burry to come along and steal treasure. The Adventures of Sakura, Episode 1. Research Institute, the Fountain of Innovation. Eureka, that's it! I found it at last! What's got to know into you all of a sudden, Doctor? Who? What's that latest script you got your hands on? Indeed, oh, is that the... Indeed, and one with information I've sought for years. Information about the great energy source, Juno. Hey, that's very familiar. You're kidding, does that mean? Oh yes, indeed, the time has come at last. Glad you're both excited, but does someone mind explaining what's going on? This is the energy source we need for yet and complete mode of transport. It's a rocket he thought he could never finish. One that could take us venturing to the moon. The moon? There's no time to waste. Set course for the ruins. I'll get things ready to go. I'm coming too. Crash! Bang! Doing. Who? Poor thing seems a little down. To be continued. The Adventures of Sakura. I don't want to say The Adventures of Suck. That's kind of rude. Episode 2. Sakura and the others proceeded with preparations for exploring the ruins. Suker. It's Suker? Suker sounds really good, yeah, I agree. Meanwhile, elsewhere, deep in Juno Ruiners. Deep in Juno Ruins. I can pronounce things. Mwuahaha! I found it at last! The greatest treasure of all. The ancient energy source, Juno! It is a crystal. Based? It's all mine, Count Nobiline. Oh, will ever even know. Ahahaha! Ahahaha! This alone won't do. Still need to get the other up and running. It's a Tyrannus. But that's precisely why I gave these fools that intel. I'm sure they're headed right now there right this moment. To be continued. Adventures of Sakura. Oh god. Okay, how do you say that again? Su. Okay, Sakura. Episode 3. Several days after Sakura and the others depart, the entrance of Juno Ruins. Gasp. Pant. At last, we made it. Good heavens. Please quit reading out emotes like that. Doctor, you really ought to exercise more. Sakura's right. He's the one carrying all the heavy gear. Who? Yes, I'm well aware, but I've run the ancient text through my trustworthy translator here, see? It appears that there's more to these ruins than Juno alone. Like what? A really big tank. The ancient weapon known as the Terran. Left here to defend Juno, perhaps. An ancient weapon? That sounds dangerous. I can't completely decipher it with the translator. Well, it's a translator, so I'll call it a translator. We'll only find out by further exploring these ruins. Sounds like an adventure to me. Oh, Sakura. Come on, Doctor, let's get exploring. Yes, carefully though. It's been smooth sailing so far. Too smooth. Best keep my guard up. Ah-ha-ha! Ah-ha-ha! I just have a feeling. Ah-ha-ha! With some weird laugh in the background. Ah-ha-ha! To be continued. So that's all we have for now. And now that we have that, let's depart. Tank is all loaded, ready to depart. All aboard. We're skipping the little islands. We have no business with little islands. Alright, we're going to the plains. Flower of the wheat fields.
かつて過酷な戦いを共に生き抜いた仲間の少女ワッパが突然みんなの前に現れた。
Papa, a dear friend and survivor of a bloody Bourbon war, suddenly made an appearance before them. Most of the children haven't seen her since they last fought alongside each other. Yeah, she was said to travel and be impossible to get hold of, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, just like that. I left town and hit the road a while back, been traveling around ever since, but then I heard some pretty freaky rumors about the Tyrannus.
ワッパは戦車内に漂う妙に暗い雰囲気の理由について仲間に尋ねた。
She's probably talking about the whole thing where it went on a rampage. Papa went on to ask what caused the somber atmosphere that permeated the tank.
そこでタラニスの暴走によるファラオの惨劇、そして大切な仲間の死を知らされるのだった。
Children informed her of the tragedy that had befallen Pharaoh following the rampage on the Tyrannus and the death of a dear friend.
マジで?
Whoa, hold on now. I get you're trying to pull one over on me, aren't you? Let's prank old Wap before showing up late. Right? You're joking, right? It's not a joke, Wappa. Hannah, Jill. He killed her. That bastard took her away from us. That's why we're going after him, to avenge her death.
そんな.
No.
Oi.
I get it, Malt, but that's no reason to let helpless villagers and towns get caught in the crossfire.
お兄ちゃん.
Malt.
そうじゃない。
If we keep letting Jill get away like this, even more towns and villages will be raised to ashes. The suffering will never end. Yeah. So don't contribute to it and make that the reason for your goal instead of because they killed our friend.
決着をつけてやる。
That's why we're taking him down once and for all in the next fight. We have to kill him.
まあ。
I have a real bad feeling about this.
さてと。
Sorry, Hana. Looks like I won't even have time to warn you. Papa joined the crew. Pretty fighty right out the gate. Alright, time to pause to record these. Alright. Mal's still affected by Hana's death. If any of them will increase, the link events will not be triggered. This can happen due to the grief of someone's death. So, if the soul cannon fires, then... Besides the fact that it'll end the run because it's a challenge run, it'll also lead children to not really be able to really talk and get links. Oh, May and Vanilla are falling behind in levels.
始めますわね.
Finally showed up, did you? Lucky you. He with greater knowledge fares best in battle. Oh ho ho. We shall test your memory as well. Show us this, then. How much do you truly know? What skill should be used to greatly delay the enemy? Repulse shot. That's the only thing that does any delay. First strike is the higher than half HP bonus. Piercing shot is the armor break. Well, that's correct. Luke or otherwise. Oh ho ho. Well, all that matters is that they're correct. Excellent work. That's all. Return when we have more for you. Answering the quest correctly increase your experience. Revenge shot. Lower the HP when more damage is increased. I think that was malt skill. Oh, we could just do all 4. Hey, I want to play with Clucky in the shed. And we need more tomatoes. And strawberries. Alright. Got to play with Cluckin', plant things in the garden. If no one wants to talk to anyone. We have to get along. Then I'll level up. Alright, so Kyle wants to talk to Socks. Oh! Nice. Link event. How you been, Kyle? Fine. Don't go worrying about me. Something about you has been on my mind, though. I'm always on your mind? What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what you were about to say, but let's just assume no. Does that mean? Let's assume no. Anyways. I was gonna say, seems you lost that old appetite of yours lately. There any reason for that? Have I lost my appetite? I didn't really notice, but maybe you're right. Just a thought that crossed my mind. No need to worry about it if you ain't already. You're starting to sound like me.
Yeah.
I definitely am not. Want everyone to be happy. Oh, that actually counts as talking. Strangely, talking to people counts for talking. It's bizarre, really. Just up front gets a Wappa thing. Okay. Link event. Sensitive subject. Hey Cal, spare a girl a minute, would you? What do you want? To ask you about Hana. Girl, rather you not, my heart's still in pieces, okay? She was my friend too, I got you. But you had a crush on her, right? But what? I figured if it's hard on me, it must be super tough on you. Thought maybe you could use a shoulder to cry on. I don't want to talk about this anymore, okay? Leave me alone. That didn't go so great now, did it? Got a link attack right off the bat. The twins didn't get a link attack. I'm seeing if anyone else automatically gets one with Boron immediately. Link event. Stare. You're making me a bit uncomfortable, you know. I really don't get it. You don't get me? I don't really get you either. No, after the war, I went on home and told my little minions about our adventures, yeah? For whatever reason, you seem to be the most popular. Some even started worshipping you. So I thought I'd come check on you, see why. I'm popular? I wonder why. I'm gonna keep an eye on you to get to the bottom of this little mystery, okay? What? Oh, this'll help catch up on other characters too. Link event. Can we talk, Boron?
何
Of course. What is it?
あのね
Well, I messed up the intonation. What did you do when you went back to Petite Mona? Oh, just normal life stuff. Helping my dad on the farm and my mom on the restaurant. And stuff like that. Cool, did you grow vegetables? Sure did. We'd sell them in the market and cook them for my mom's restaurant too.
すごいね
Wow, I guess having all that food around is why I'm as big as I am? Sure is. You beat me to it. Hee. Link attack acquired.
さあ始めるのです
Wappa connection? I'm surprised that there's characters who don't have Wappa connections. Link event! Hiya, sucks.
何なのです
Oh, hello there, Wappa. Need something? Sure been a super duper long time since we had a real chat, eh?
なるほどなのです
Indeed, you went up on a solo journey, I hear. Something like that, more or less.
興味深いのです
That's quite impressive. I can't imagine myself traveling anywhere all alone. Sorry. So, flying solo has always been my way of life, you know?
うん
Never expected a compliment out of you, though. Guess you learned how to flatter people, eh?
と
Not at all. I genuinely meant what I said.
おえ
Yeah? Eh? Oh, hey! I got something I want to know, and you might just be the guy for it.
何なのです
No way of knowing until you ask, but feel free to nonetheless. Alright, here goes. Would you want to be my boyfriend? What?
え
Oh my gosh, don't be rude. Do you need to get all that worked up?
と
No, but why me? Could have been anyone, but you seemed like a safe enough shot. That is your reasoning? No, I think so. Hearing me out, boyfriend. Hehe. Me?
どうすれば
Wappa? A couple? Wappa livens up everything. I think we just did Boron. Yeah. So it was May I needed to do. More Wappa. Link a bit. Sniff. Gosh, who hit you with the super sets, May? Thinking about Anna, I bet? I missed her so much.
うん
Really wish I could get her for you, but that's out my league. Oh, let's see her again. I'm just going no, can't go running off from things anymore. Listen, May, you may not have Anna anymore, but you still got me. You'll be my biggest sister too? You betcha. If you want to see a new sisterly figure around, then here I am.
うん
So let's stop with the tears, would ya? Okay, thanks, Wappa. Hee hee. Wappa wanted to talk to me anyways, so this all worked out.
私の番ね
Breast connection. And Wappa. Also good to know that I'll show multiple icons, if you give it a second.
ねえね
Sure have changed, huh?
うーん
There was a lot going on in my life during the war. More than anything, perhaps I'm just more relaxed now. You look better now out of your army uniform and with longer hair too. I'm not entirely sure what to say to that. Just telling the truth, no need to get all embarrassed.
ありがとう
Seem much less like a little kid these days too. How are things back home?
えうーん
Back home, I kept stopping Hack's pranks and helped out my mommy a lot. You didn't join Hack in playing tricks?
あ
Sometimes I did, but just so he wouldn't feel bad. Like any good sister would. Ha ha ha. Link attack acquired. And Wappa connection. The new talk show.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure aren't the little girl you used to be, eh? I'm not? You were just some teeny tiny girl a year back. But you look all grown up now. Maybe that's because that's all I ever think about. Parents told you to stop acting like a kid after you went home, eh? What? No, I'm not being forced. I just want to be more grown up myself. Well, would you look at you? Why's that, though? I'd rather not say. Better get back to work. Sure seems like she's making it tough on herself. But I know why, too. Wappa connection? Wappa connection. Wappa, did you really go traveling for the whole year? More or less, you get used to flying solo when you're my age. Probably sounds like a grand adventure to some people though, eh? That's so cool, I want to do that someday too. I expect no less from my number one little minion. I'm gonna be a great adventurer, learning from the best. You go get him, eh? Get him. Wow. Sorry. Get him. Heh. Feels good to be admired. Can you tell me about your adventures? All of them? You bet, but maybe some other time, eh? Gotta remember them all first. What did I even do? Was any of it really adventurous? Damn. The Papa connection. Is that? That might be the last one, because then I'll do Papa and Brits. I won't have to take care of Brits because anyone who is going to connect with Brits already will. Besides Wappa. Which would be before. I've heard you went off traveling all on your own. Do you run into any danger? Me? Do I look like the sort of girl who'd walk right into danger? You seem the sort fit to go off on your own, but I was still quite concerned. Can say I hate to hear you worried about me. Perhaps you remain safe because I cast a spell praying for your good fortune. Wait, you did? For me? Oh, I'm only teasing. Come on, girl, you really had me going there. I did honestly pray for your safe travels, though. I'm relieved you encountered me in trouble. Thanks. Wappa's link attack acquired. I would go downstairs here easier if I let go of run button. I forgot where Maud is. Is he near the soul chamber? Oh. Oh, is it because that's her? Huh. We have to take Jill down. It's the only way to make sure we don't lose anyone else. Why talk to home? Oh. They have a link event, but it can't trigger. Okay, so if one side is depressed, then the other side. No, the other side will still show. That'll be something to watch out for. But probably too much because of formatted causes not being present. And another link event. Should be the last one too.
Yeah.
Hey Brits, how did the year in Gesco treat you? After all my time in the youth corps of Burman Army, feels like I'm at last living a normal free life. That's so, eh? But what you call normal and free is far from it, you know?
Yeah.
Feels plenty free enough for me. That's because you don't know any better. Know who could teach you how to really live free? Me. Don't last out here in good old land of free if you don't learn how to do it proper. I'm quite sure I'll be fine, but I suppose you'll disagree regardless.
分かったよ。
So be it. Tell me that Mwuahaha was normal free life. I'll feel in the end sometime, don't you worry. Brits knows the danger of Mwuahaha-ness.
始めるよ。
Alright, the Wap's observation room is actually where I wanted to go. Guys, only expedition. Let's take the care of his socks gal thing.
やれやれ。
Because that will be EXP. Do we have anything to gain by continuing this battle? Link event. Mr. Bavarios, there's something I've been meaning to ask you about.
おい。
Can we drop that old Mr. Bit already?
なんだ。
What do you need now? You good with talking girls with girls now, right? First time acquaintance is still percent trouble, but I feel there are fatal flaws in my favorite topics of conversation.
うん。
No one has an easy time talking to a girl for the first time. What's it about convo topics, though? Well, once we have exhausted all small talk, I tend to speak of things which interest me, you see. Yikes! About gadgets and inventions and stuff? Thought that makes for good chatting.
そんな。
How did you know? But yes, it seems an excellent opportunity to speak of my favorite mechanical works.
おい。
Do you even want to have normal conversations? Let's have some guy talk. I want to talk to Socks. And both of us are happy now. Let's take care of a sauerkraut thing with Brits.
食事だよ。いいね。
Cooking was highly successful. And I'm just going to switch to May because May cannot really go on the expedition. So Hack wanted to... Too bad you can't see the EXP bars. Find the key and opening the treasure. And spikes. And monsters. Alright. Got the key. Oh, still have to attack it. It seems like the runs have been a little bit more simplified here. Hopefully they ramp up in complication. Even though we always did get lost with them, we did appreciate the complexity. But the expedition's complete. So that makes everyone feel great. Alright, there's no overlap with these two. Brad came to help. It helped upgrade. And even a better lullaby. Already down to 3 AP. Let's go ahead and get some more materials. None of them gave... none of them gave syllables. Fair, but... let's see who's missing the most affinities. May's not really great on that. Hack is topping with 6. Sheena also has 6. Brits took the lead hard. Vanilla's also really badly off. Okay, so it's Brits and Vanilla.
Yeah.
If only I could remember what happened aboard the Tyrannus. Oh! Well, that's not a connection happening. So something we could do, since the battles are earlier in, is focus affinities on people who aren't connected. So I'm going to... Actually, we nearly hit an hour, so... Well, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and stop a little early here, and then we'll finish up with going on the adventure. I will have a new arrangement, and I will have sorted out, and I'll have it set off to go. But after that, I'm going to stop the game, so we'll pick right off on the map. Have a great day, everyone. I was going to suggest a conversation comment in the conversation topic in the comments, but I can't really think of what it was. That's a shame. But if there's anything you want to chat about in the comments, I'd love to see it. Have a great day.